Look how clear the stitching is on that part of the bag that I'm looking at. Hey guys, Brad here, and today we're going to be taking a look at a snake camera. Now this was given to me by Teslong. They asked me to do an honest review, and that's what I'm going to do. It's not a paid for review. So honest review, here it comes. I've done snake cams before. I do like them. They're very handy to use, and especially for plumbers or mechanics. For myself, being a carpenter, you know, I use them once in a while when I'm doing a renovation and I've got to see in a wall, or, you know, if there's a leak or something I've got to check out. But quite honestly, I pull one out maybe once a year at most. So they're handy when you have them, and I do recommend, if you're in the trades, you get one. All right, let's take a look at this. Make sure you guys subscribe and hit that notify bell, because it helps out the channel, and give me a thumbs up, and definitely leave some comments because I want to know if anyone else has used this. So for starters, it comes off with a pretty nice hard case. It's plastic. It's got a foam insert in it. Everything's cut out to fit all the parts and gadgets. So that's pretty nice. It's got a little user manual here, and this is the unit itself. Now there's a whole bunch of these models out there with different lengths of camera cable, and this one is 5 meters. Okay, so it's pretty decent length. That's like 16 feet. And I really actually love this camera, and I'm going to show you why I love this camera. It's got a really cool feature on it that I think other snake cameras should really look at. So I'll tell you why I love this camera in a second. To charge it, there's no actual removable battery in this. So you're just charging it with a USB cord, and you're plugging it in, and it's just here on the side. So very easy to plug in right there. Okay, and I'll just show you. Just like that. Plugs in the port, stick that in a USB charger, and away you go. I haven't actually timed how long it takes to charge this thing, because it came with some charge on it and I haven't run the battery out, but it seems like it runs for quite a while. It also has a micro SD card in here, removable, so you could put this into your computer to get the files off of it. And they give you this 32 gigabyte C10 pretty generic micro SD, but it does the job. Okay, now the cover for this is a little hokey. I'm not, you know, it just kind of flaps there. You have to press it to get it in, and then it covers it. They say that this unit is sort of rain resistant. It's not waterproof, it's not IP rated or anything like that. It's just, it can get a little wet, but you're not submerging this monitor. However, the snake camera itself, this is IP67 rated. That means you can stick this down a drain, in a pool, whatever you want to do. This can get completely submerged. So that is really great, because snake cameras that you can't get wet are just kind of pointless to me. You know, you want to be able to get them in a drain and see what's going on, or in some oil or something like that, right? So my first thoughts when I picked this up is it is extremely light. The plastic feels kind of cheap to me, but there's other features on here that make up for this sort of cheap feeling. For example, the price. This is only like 150 or 170 bucks, something like that, on Amazon. I'll leave some links down below, but the price is definitely attractive when looking at this. Now, it besides the feel of it, you know, it's got a little bit of rubber overmold in here, which is nice, and this button right here turns on this flashlight. So if I click it, we've got a little LED light, which is pretty decent for brightness. I don't really know what you would use this for. I guess maybe if you're doing some inspections and you don't have your flashlight on you, you could kind of see where you're going, or maybe just when you're starting out putting your line in. But because this is so long, it's not like you're going to start right here. You know what I mean? You're going to be holding this probably down on the ground, or you might have a second person who's holding the monitor and pushing it in. But yeah, the light, I don't know, it's a cool feature, and it's a little sensitive, but it is a cool feature. Now, it's very basic as far as the operations go. This monitor does not come off. Okay, it's attached here. And let's hook up this camera. There's only one way to put it on, and there's a little red dot. Where is that dot? Right here. And there's the red dot there. There's a line, and this just slips in like that, and you screw this on. Very easy to attach. Okay. And then to turn it on, we have our on button right here. Okay. And I'm just going to do this upside down, so bear with me a little bit. And it's just pointing at my tool wall behind me. Okay. Now, the cool thing about this is we can take video and we can take snapshots. So right now we're in just camera mode. And to take a picture, you just press the picture image button and it takes the picture and it stores it on the SD card. Now, as far as resolution goes, I was reading that it's about, I'm going to look it up again. I think it said like 1080p. Yeah, video recording resolution is 1280 by 720 or 1920 by 1080. And the image capture is 1920 by 1080 as well. So not too bad. If you want to switch to the video mode, you just press mode there, and now you can see the video sign up in this corner. This is our battery life. Then we've got the SD capacity here, and then there's a microphone. So it does record sound as well. It date stamps it down here in the bottom, your bottom right. And if you want to start recording video, you just press the same button here, and you can see we're recording in red. You can see we're at 5 seconds, 6 seconds, and so on. Then when we're done, press it again, and we've recorded. Now, if I go back to, if I go mode here, now I can toggle through, here we go. I can toggle through some pictures. So that's what these arrows are for, toggling through the pictures. And then in settings, you can adjust your resolution, you can do your date stamp, and shutter sound. You can turn that on and off if you want. So not a lot of settings, but you don't really need that many. And then here's some more language, date, and all that good stuff. So that's basically it for the settings. Now what we'll do, just to kind of show you this camera, is we'll shove it in my tool bag here, which is sort of what I always do, because there's not a drain in this building that we're in. So at least not one that I want to stick a camera down. Now, the thing I love about this camera, all right, I think this is pretty cool. On this camera here, if you want to come up, oh yeah, it's also lit, I should say that. It's got LED light, okay, and you can adjust the brightness by pressing this on-off button. You just press it, and it'll dim and go off, and then once it's super bright. So on the camera here, down on the screen, you can see it's darker, darker, and then bright again. Okay, but what's cool about this is on the side of this, I'm going to turn the light off. On the side here, there's a camera. Now, there's a button down here by the monitor, right here. So I'm just going to stare at the ceiling right now, if I press this button, it's going to shoot onto the side camera. So it's a really cool feature if you're going down a pipe and you want to see what's beside you. You can just toggle back and forth between your main camera and your side camera just by pressing this little button right here. So I think that's a great feature that this company is offering. Like DeWalt doesn't have that. I haven't played with Milwaukee's, but yeah, I don't know. I think that's awesome. When I saw that, I really think it's a cool feature. So thumbs up on that one, guys. Really good job. Now let's just shove it in my bag here and take a look what's in my bag. Tools, right, guys? So what do we got? We got some screwdrivers. Now, I believe I can rotate this as well. Yeah, there we go. So you can rotate the camera too. Oh, I'm losing battery. I got low battery. But then I can go on side cam. See, now I'm looking at the side. And there's nothing on the side right now. But overall, like the resolution, like look at that. Look how clear the stitching is on that part of the bag that I'm looking at in there. So I'm pretty impressed with this overall, you know. There's some handles on a chisel, some wrenches, cutters. Like that's pretty sweet. So I really like this camera, and I really like the price too. You know, it's you can't beat it. I mean, under $200 for something that has two cameras on it, a light, you can record, you can save it all to your SD card. That allows you to, you know, email these files or whatever you need to do, send them on your phone. That's super important to me if I'm using one of these things for inspecting, is that I'm able to send my images or video to my client. So I'm impressed. I'm really impressed with this unit. As far as will it last, I don't know. I haven't put enough time, you know, using it, and I would think I'd have to put at least, you know, 40, 50, 60 hours of run time to see if this thing's going to actually burn out or anything like that. But honestly, I don't think it will. Like, if it would, then the company wouldn't last very long. So, you know, my 2 cents are it's a really good product, and it gets the job done. It's half the cost of some of these other competitors that I have purchased. So it's yeah, it's got my vote, that's for sure. All right, guys, if you liked the video, please subscribe, hit that notify bell, and give me a thumbs up, and leave some comments down below. I'd love to talk to you and see what you guys think. Keep on crushing it. We'll catch you later.